Over the last few days, the cryptocurrency world has faced an intense shakeup due to the precipitous drop of a stablecoin called TerraUSD and its sister currency, Terra Luna. The crash has rattled the broader crypto market, and other tokens, including Bitcoin and Tether, have also struggled. Terra Luna is almost worthless. In the last week alone, Bitcoin dropped about 25%. It's dropped more than 50% in the last 6 months. Some have compared the crash to the 2008 financial collapse. So, what happened to Terra USD and Terra Luna this week? Basically, the balancing act between Terra USD and Luna broke. The biggest reason the most people held Terra USD was because of something called the Anchor Protocol. Think of an anchor as a saving account for your Terra USD, but it pays you 20% interest, which is really good deal for a saving account. In the past month, it made sense to simply park Terra USD in an anchor account and watch the 20% yield come in, especially because there's not much you can actually use crypto for. Until as recently as last Saturday, 25% of all the Terra USD in circulation was deposited in Anchor, according to Coindesk. But in March this year, Anchor passed a resolution to replace 20% rate with a variable rate. Then, over the weekend, large amounts of Terra USD were withdrawn from Anchor. The Wall Street Journal said, worrying traders and prompting them to sell their Terra USD and Luna tokens. Another group of investors use a blockchain project called Curve Finance to swap Terra USD for other stablecoins. Terra Luna started heading for the exit by burning Terra USD in exchange for Luna. The supply of Luna ballooned, causing the price to plummet. In a sense, Luna was pushed off the seesaw. As more and more people tried to dump their Terra USD, the balancing mechanism stopped functioning. Terra USD crashed, and so did Luna. The stablecoin plummeted to $0.14 at one point on Friday. Luna has almost become worthless, tanking to less than 1 cent on Friday as well. Do Kwon, the creator of Terra USD and Terra Luna, on Wednesday outlined a rescue plan to address the crash. I understand that last 72 hours have been extremely tough on all of you. Know that I am resolved to work with every one of you to weather this crisis. And we will build our way out of this, he wrote on Twitter. Short term stumbles do not define what you can accomplish, he said in another tweet. It's how you respond that matters. What does this mean for other coins? The cryptocurrency market, like other financial system, is intricately entwined. As Terra USD fell, the losses bled into other cryptocurrencies. Tether dropped to $0.96 on Thursday, though its later rebound to again match the value of the US dollar. As Tether slide, Bitcoin plunged to around $25,400 on Thursday, its lowest value since December 2022, before rallying to around 29,500 on Friday. Overall, the entire crypto market has been slashed by more than half since November, falling to 1.2 trillion to from 2.9 trillion according to the data provided by CoinMarketCap. What more, the crash could potentially have an effect on traditional financial system, as Bloomberg's Matt Levine points out. Some traditional traders own crypto. If their crypto holdings take a dive, it could affect how those traders operate elsewhere. Firstly, real people appear to be losing a lot of money. On Reddit, members of the Terra Luna forum have been posting about suicide. I lost over 450k USD. I cannot pay the bank. I will lose my home soon. I'll become homeless. Suicide is the only way out for me, one member wrote. Other members have been sharing personal stories of past attempt suicide and sharing suicide prevention resources. The episode has also led to more calls for regulation, testifying before the Senate Banking, Housing and Urban Affairs Committee on Tuesday. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen mentioned that Terra USD drop. I think that simply illustrates that this is a rapidly growing product and there are risks to financial stability, and we need a framework that's appropriate. So, with this, we'll round off our analysis for today and see you all tomorrow with even more exciting content. If you have any recommendations or opinions, do let us know in the comment section below. Join our Telegram channel for free crypto alerts. For instructions, reviews, and tutorials, do visit our blog, which is linked right below. Also, do not forget to subscribe to the channel to receive daily crypto market updates. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day ahead.